6th class. All of you open your textbooks page number 28. So now I explained about the food chain. Basing upon the feeding types, the organisms, they are classified into producers and the consumers. Producers are the organisms that they prepare their own food by using the energy from the sun. Consumers, they depend on the producers. They cannot prepare their own food, but they depend on the producers. Again, the consumers, they are classified into primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. Now we have seen about this. Now we'll read about the energy flow in a food chain. How the energy it is flowing in a food chain. All of you see this picture. See here, the plant with the help of the sun, as the energy it is deriving the energy from the sun, and it is preparing the food material. The producers are able to prepare their own food by using this light, that is from the sun. The energy that is derived from the sun is here in for the producers. These primary consumers, they eat the producers. When the primary consumers, when they eat the producers, the energy it is transferred to that of the primary consumer. And next, the secondary consumers, they feed on the primary consumers. Here the energy it is transferred from the producer to primary consumer, from primary consumer to that of the secondary consumer. And when this tertiary consumer, when they eat the secondary consumer, the energy it is transferred to that of the tertiary consumer. After the tertiary consumer, when these organisms, if they are died, the decomposers, they feed on these organisms, and the energy it is transferred from the decomposers. They decompose the organic material into the simpler substances, and again they retain to that of the soil. That again the energy it is used by the plant. This is the recycling of the energy. Let's see what is the source of energy in a food chain. The source of energy in a food chain is sun. How does a grasshopper get its energy? Grasshopper, it gets its energy by eating the plants. It eats the leaves and it eats some of the stems and fruits and flowers from the plant. So it is deriving energy from the producers. What happens to the crow if the frog was removed from this food chain? So what happens to this crow if the food chain, from the food chain, if the frog is removed? Suppose you think that crow it is depending on the frog it is depending on the grasshopper. So if frog is removed from this food chain, then crow, what will happen? The crow, it depends on the grasshopper. Crow, it depends on the grasshopper. Or crow, it may go for another insects. It may go for other grains. What is the role of mushroom in the given picture? You can see this is the mushroom in the picture. So I am saying that this mushroom is a decomposer. So what is the role in the role of decomposer? Means these decomposers, they feed on the dead and organic matter, and they convert them into the simpler substances. Here you can see bacteria and fungi such as mushrooms. So mushrooms, who are called as mushrooms? Bacteria and fungi, they are called as mushrooms. They get energy. How they get the energy? By the breaking down of dead plants and animals. So these mushrooms, they feed on the dead plants and animals. They are called decomposers. Which are called as decomposers? Mushrooms are called as decomposers. They break complex substances into simpler substances that goes into the soil and are used by the plants. So these mushrooms, they decompose the dead plants and animals, and they convert the complex substances into the simpler substances. That means unuseful material into the useful material that goes into the soil and are used by the plants. Thus they help in the cycling of materials. Cycling means what? From producers, the energy it is transferred to that of the tertiary consumers, and from the tertiary consumers, the energy it is transferred to that of the decomposers. From the decomposers, they decompose the organic materials into the simpler substances, and again they retain into the soil, which is used by the plant. So as the energy it is coming from the plant and it is used by the plant, that is called as a cycling. So as these materials are cycled between producers, consumers and soil, so they are called as recyclers. Who are called as recyclers? Decomposers. Mushrooms, that is bacteria and fungi, they are called as recyclers. Very important point. So decomposers, they are called as recyclers. Why we call them as recyclers? Already we are saying that in the food chain, the source of energy is the sun. From the producers, the energy it is transferred to that of the primary consumers. From the primary consumers, the energy it is transferred to secondary to that of tertiary consumers. After dying the plants and animals, the energy it is decomposed by the decomposers. Decomposers are the bacteria and fungi. So these decomposers, they feed on the organic material and they convert into the simpler substances and they add to that of the soil. So as they are adding to the soil, as they are enriching the soil, and this enriched material again it is used by the plant. This cycling of energy between producers, consumers and soil is done by the recyclers. Recyclers are the decomposers. Decomposers are mushrooms. Mushrooms means bacteria and fungi. Next you see food web. Next one is the food web. Already we are saying that food chain, they are in a straight lines, but food web means what? It is not in a straight line, it is in the form of a branched. You can see here in this picture there are several food chains. These several food chains, they are not represented by a single line, they are branched. So such type of connection in the form of a web is called as a food web. See here, the green plants, they are eaten by the goat. Goat is eaten by the jackal. Jackal is eaten by the lion. Otherwise, you see another food chain, green plant, it is eaten by the goat. Goat is eaten by the lion. Another food chain you can see, green plants, they are eaten by the mouse. Mouse is eaten by the owl, or mouse it is eaten by the snake. And this owl and snake are eaten by the kite, that is the eagle. And next food chain you see, plants, they are eaten by the rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by the wild cat, and wild cat is eaten by the lion. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. So it is not a single chain, that is, it is not a single line. It may be represented branched also. The type of representation in the form of a web is called as a food web. As the food, it is in the form of a web, we can call it as a food web. So you can write your own food chain also. The green plant, it is eaten by the goat. Goat is eaten by the jackal. Jackal is eaten by the lion. You can make another food chain. Plants, they are eaten by the goat. Goat is directly eaten by the lion. Plants, they are eaten by the rabbit. Rabbit is eaten by the wild cat, and wild cat is eaten by the lion. Again you see, plants are eaten by the mouse. Mouse is eaten by the cat. Cat is eaten by the lion. So this can be written in any way. It can be branched or it can be in a straight line. So if the food chain, it is in the form of a web, then you can call it as a food web. Next one, animal colonies and food. Animal colonies and food. So here, animal colonies. Animal colonies means what? The colony means a group of animals forming a colony. And food. There are many animals that live in colonies, from huge elephant to tiny ants. So from huge elephants to that of the tiny ants, you can see a group of animals living together and collecting the food. Let's see the ants. The wonder world of ants. Ants do a lot of things. Their colony has large ant forces to do work. There are mainly workers, soldiers, female and male ants. You can see here ants. So these ants, they are doing lot of things. There are colonies in the ants. They contains the workers, soldiers, female and male ants. These are the colonies of ant containing the workers, soldiers, female and male ants. The workers, what they do? They collect and maintain the food stock for others in the colony along with several other duties. The workers, and they collect the food and they and they maintain the food stock, whereas the soldiers they protect the food stock, whereas the female and male ants they reproduce, they increase the number of the ants in the population of the ant. So the workers they keep up and maintain the food stock, soldiers they protect the food stock, female and male ants they increase the ants. Just as we keep cows for milk, ants keep a type of insect called aphids for honeydew. So as cows are kept for milk, ant also kept for one insect called as aphids for the sake of the honeydew. Like us, ants are also good farmers. Like us, ants are also good farmers. How can we say that they are the good farmers? They cut leaves into pieces and create a bed to grow a type of fungus which they eat. So what these ants they do, they cut the leaves and they create a bed. They create a bed on the soil that forms the fungus and thus they eat. So this is about the wonder world of ants. So ants they do lot of things. Ants they form the colonies. In the colonies they contain workers, soldiers, female and male ants. Workers they collect and maintain the food stock. Soldiers they protect the food stocks. Female and male ants they increase the population of ants, and these ants they keep a type of insect called as aphids for honeydew. Not only this one, ants they are also good farmers as they cut the leaves and they form a bed on the soil for the formation of the fungus, and they eat and they feed on this fungus. This is about the lesson called as animals and their food. So up to this we have completed the lesson.